This is New Zealand. We are people of the land, but we are also people of the sea. The sea provides us with food for our table and food for our soul. But there's a problem. Worldwide, our oceans have absorbed around a quarter of all the carbon dioxide released into our atmosphere since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Over this time, there has been a 26% increase in the acidity of our oceans. This change has already had a dramatic impact on shellfish farming in the United States.
In 2006, the industry started to experience problems with seed production. It was about that time that this message of ocean acidification started to come to light. One of the leading NOAA scientists, Dick Feely, delivered this message that the reason our larvae are not surviving is this corrosive seawater that's upwelling off the coast, resulting from CO2 being absorbed by the ocean. The effect has been a reduction of carbonate ions, which they use to build their shell.
Just like any other animal in the world, or people as well, the babies are the most sensitive. So the first 48 hours of their life is a really big deal for oyster larvae.
And shellfish industries around the world are waking up because of what's happening to us and looking at their mortalities and making similar conclusions.
In 2013, the New Zealand government organised a workshop to study the needs of shellfish aquaculture in this changing environment. Scientists, officials and industry farmers from New Zealand and the United States were invited to attend and share their knowledge and experience.
The Ocean Acidification Workshop is the start of a process that will help us to raise our awareness of this emerging issue and also to begin the exchange of knowledge and information on how to deal with it in the future.
The developing collaboration on ocean acidification is an example of how two countries, scientists, multiple government agencies and industry can work together. No one individual, country or organisation is able to do this on their own.
As a result of the workshop, we've established some ongoing bilateral cooperative resources. We're sincerely hoping that one of the things we'll be able to do coming out of the workshop is to provide some technology transfer from the United States and New Zealand to our Pacific Island neighbours.
In New Zealand, we remain fortunate. We're geographically isolated, and as a result of that, we've yet to see any of the ocean acidification phenomena that are affecting the Pacific Northwest of the United States. This is certainly no time for us to become complacent. Our aquaculture industry is dominated by shellfish, in particular two species, the New Zealand green shell mussel and the Pacific oyster. Now, in laboratory trials, both of these species have been shown to be vulnerable to the effects of ocean acidification.
We've recently completed some experiments where we looked at later life stages of key New Zealand species, so New Zealand abalone, cockle and oyster, and we subjected them to different conditions of temperature and ocean acidity that are predicted over the following 100 years. And our experiments show quite clearly that these populations are likely to be affected in the future.
Working with US industry on ocean acidification, we've learnt one very simple thing. We need good baseline data. We need to have a good ongoing monitoring program to ensure we can be proactive in mitigating the potential impacts of ocean acidification on our industry. We certainly do not want our first experience of ocean acidification in New Zealand being a widespread mortality event.
We've been measuring ocean acidification here at this site for 15 years now, and we've seen a lot of variability from season to season and from year to year, but over the 15 years we've seen an increase in the acidity of the ocean. However, we don't know much about the other waters around New Zealand, particularly coastal waters and those that are important for the aquaculture industry. So we're setting up a coastal ocean acidification monitoring network. So in collaboration with the aquaculture industry, we've chosen some sites that are of importance to them.
New Zealand and the United States will continue to collaborate on ocean acidification. And although our two countries are many miles apart, the Pacific Ocean does not separate us. In fact, it connects us. And through our collaborative work, we hope to improve the resilience of all Pacific nations. We owe this to our future generations.